Welcome back to Kiwatia Street for the second ISPS Handa Premiership match at this venue in the space of just 7 days. It's Auckland City FC playing host to Tasman United. These two sides met last season, with Tasman United losing the game but gaining the points after an administrative error by the Navy Blues that led to Mika Lealafa being deemed an ineligible player. Here are the two starting 11s for this afternoon's game. Two changes for the Navy Blues. Mario Billen and Alfie Rogers have dropped out of the lineup. Brian Kaltak gets his first competitive start for the club, and there's also space for Reid Drake to win his 49th appearance for Auckland City since joining a couple of seasons ago. Tasman United have also been busy with new coach Andy Hedge taking over, and there are a number of new players to keep an eye out for. Jordan Vale, it's been picked off his foot by Kenan Hughes Mason, and the long range shot will not bother Zubi Karai. This is Brown, gets to the byline, that's a lovely cross, picks out Mika Lealafa, but the shot doesn't bother Corey Wilson and Tasman United's goal. Lealafa again, straight into James McLeay. Free kick for Auckland City to be taken by Brown. Bends it in, and that's a flashing header from Te Atawhai Hudson Wihongi. And we have a short delay here as a canine invades the pitch. Reid Drake and Ryan Worrell looking to try and remove the unwanted guest. Well, that's a wonderful interception by Tasman United. A nice through ball. Matt Todd-Smith gets a shot away. Another opportunity, straight into the gloves of Zubi Karai. Angel Balanga. Drake, that's a nice touch by Lopez Iglesias. He goes to ground. And Reid Drake says he won the ball, but I think there was a tit for tat going on there. Nice run by Dan Morgan. Gets the cross in, and it's 1-0 to Auckland City. A fine goal, and a second goal in a second game for the Spanish striker Javier Iglesias Lopez. Fine finish by the Spaniard. Plenty to admire in the build-up. Let's take a look at this again. Dan Morgan gets the ball into the 6-yard box, and there you can see the easiest of finishes by the Spanish striker. Good footwork from Wilson. Here's Reid Drake. Plenty of space for Lealafa down this right-hand side. Cross isn't too bad. Now David Brown. Tees it up for Howison. Oh, off the post. And put wide. Well, Lopez couldn't have expected it to come back to him as it did, but he rues his luck in any case. Brown. Always exciting to watch David Brown. Now Dan Morgan takes over. Cuts it back. Lealafa, that's a fine tackle. Jordan Vale gets in on the act, and well, he clatters into his opponent. And I think Calvin Berg is going to produce a card. Given away by Kaltak. Picked up by Hughes Mason. Alex Risdale finds James McLeay. The cross into the box is mishandled by Zubi Karai, but he gets it at the second attempt. Just enough to put Tasman United off. Kaltak for Howison. Hudson Wihongi in space. Right on halfway. And that is half-time, with Auckland City leading by 1-0 through Javier Lopez Iglesias. It was a fine finish from a Dan Morgan cross, initially set up by all-white Cam Howison. And Tasman United have a lot of thinking to do at the half-time break. There was one match played yesterday, of course, in the ISPS Handa Premiership. Eastern Suburbs defeated Hawke's Bay United by 5-0. We understand that Canterbury United have beaten Southern United by a goal to nil in the South Island derby. Well, Tasman United making a very quick start to the second half, and it's somehow been kept out by Zubi Karai. I think he managed to get a glove on that. May have even taken a hit off the post. Here's Tom Hickey. That's meat and drink for Zubi Karai. Nice touch by Leolafa. There was a suspicion that he had his shirt pulled, but Corey Wilson pulls off a fine save nonetheless. Tasman United riding their luck. Here's Reed Drake. Sets Leolafa away down this right-hand side. He cuts it back. David Brown arrives and makes it 2-0. That's a fine goal for the Papua New Guinean international. A real Pacific flavour about the build-up. Reed Drake was heavily involved. Javier Lopez Iglesias as well. And the points are looking safe for Auckland City. Let's take a look at it again. Pinpoint cross from Miki Leolafa. Lopez Iglesias lets it go, and look at the control on David Brown's finish. He keeps it under the crossbar. Too much power, and Corey Wilson had no hope of stopping that. Worrell. That's a nice layoff. Here's Tom Hickey. And now Hughes Mason has taken a deflection. Oh, goodness me. That was a bad miss by Ahmed Othman. Leolafa's pace causing Tasman United a lot of issues down that right-hand side. Leolafa again, cutting inside. He's going to get a second bite of the cherry here. Checks onto the right foot. It's a fine strike and straight into the gloves of Corey Wilson. David Brown with the shot, and it was blocked by Chester Gaskin. Now Morgan down the left from Howison's ball. Well, he popped it into the far post, and it's struck by Miki Leolafa. Cuts it back. Surely number 3 for Auckland City, and indeed it is. Javier Iglesias Lopez with his second goal. 3 goals in just 2 games for the Spaniard. And that looks like 3 very well won points for Ramon Trabilich's side. Well, Auckland City have been causing Tasman United all sorts of issues down both flanks, but it's the finishing of Javier Lopez Iglesias. Look at that. He just sucked the defender in, got himself into plenty of space, and there was too much power on the shot for Tasman United to prevent the goal. Belanga trying to provide some cover here. Now it's with Jordan Vale, and it's beaten Zubi Karai and ended up in the back of the Navy Blues net for 3-1. Brown, the cutback. Oh, and a chance for the fourth perhaps. No, the referee's checked with the assistant referee. No goal. Vale, that's a very good ball. Brown and Wilson. Oh, there's a collision here. David Brown is down. Corey Wilson is down. This looks very serious indeed. And you can tell by the reaction of the players there that they require medical assistance. David Brown being attended to by Matt Payne, the Auckland City physio. And both players being taken to hospital now. Separate ambulances. Auckland City Chairman Ivan Vuksic is there. The Auckland City backroom staff there too. Board members and the General Manager. And after a 50-minute delay, we're back underway at Kiwatia Street. And it's one of those moments where you just wonder how eager the players are to get on with the game after witnessing something as sickening as the injury to Corey Wilson and David Brown. Here's Takuya Iwata. Chester Gaskin. Tasman United still looking for a second goal. They've worked themselves into a good position. The shot is a weak one. It was on target. It made Zubi Karai work. And again, Zubi Karai called into action. Hudson Wihongi. Now Reed Drake. Dylan Manicum to his right. It's a good ball through by Lopez, but the defending from Birdie Fish was solid. House into Vale. Now Balanga. And there's some niggle going on here in the centre circle. I think it looks like Tom Hickey and Cam Howison having words. James McClay pointing a finger at Howison. But we're back underway, and in the end the Navy Blues have prevailed by 3-1. Javier Iglesias Lopez picked up a double. And there was a goal for David Brown, an own goal by Jordan Vale to give Tasman United a consolation goal. But all the thoughts will be with David Brown and Corey Wilson, who were ambulanced away. Next week the Navy Blues are away to Southern United on Sunday 28th of October, and the Junior Navy Blues play in the National Youth League the day before.